Welcome back to the channel. In this installment, we're going to be going over the July 20th slate for Sunday. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our July 20th MLB slate we got going on for Sunday. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetChefD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91, and don't forget about that Patreon. Right now at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 10.2 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 20K, and we're running away because you guys are showing up each and every single day. If you're already subscribed, continue to like and comment. That helps the YouTube algorithm, so we can go to a much broader audience, and it is going to come in due time. Right now we're still trying to do some stuff in the background, trying to update these videos here, hopefully get a new logo. We'll see what comes here, but we're just trying to upgrade here. Got a new laptop. That didn't happen yet. I didn't convert over to that yet, but we're trying to make sure we upgrade here, especially coming into the football season. I definitely want to make some changes, so stay tuned. We're going to improve and get bigger and better. Also, for the Patreon, on Saturday, we had two solid plays that came through. We had the Miami Marlins on the money line, and then we had this two-legger here, Mike Trout to get a hit, and Sonny Gray 5 strikeouts. That was a little double up here. We have Brandon Barnes with a UFC parlay that he posted, and that needs one more leg to come through. So it's a whole community here. It's not just me on the Patreon. You click that link, you're getting full access to daily bets, future bets, and access to the group chat. That's even more important. That goes off 24/7. Click the link below. First up here in Citi Field, we have the New York Mets 55-44 going against the Cincinnati Reds 52-47. Pitching matchup here, Andrew Abbott 8-1 with a 2.07 ERA going against David Peterson 6-4 with a 3.06 ERA. Looking at the current odds for this matchup here, we have the Mets as home favorites -160 with the comeback of the Reds at a +135. Total runs set at 8. Public bet percentage here, 84% of the bets, 98% of the money all over the Mets. For the total runs, 78% of the money, 70% of the bets towards the over 8 on the total, all right? So far, this series coming out of the All-Star break has been dominated by the Cincinnati Reds, 8-4 and 5-2 in the first 2 games. Mets are on a 3-game losing streak, and we have the Reds on a 4-game winning streak, all right? This is the Mets fighting and clawing to not get swept in the series as the third and final matchup here. Andrew Abbott has been the ace for the Reds. Phenomenal this first half of the season. 2.18 ERA, 41 1/3 innings pitched, 41 strikeouts, so strong numbers there. A 187 batting average as well. Looking at his advanced numbers, he's not really giving up much in the power department against lefties and righties. A low average, low whip, so this should be a pitching duel. But if you're looking at his xFIP, his advanced numbers or his expected ERA, we got regression versus righties and lefties, all right? So this could be an opportunity for the Mets to hop on Andrew Abbott here. Second half of the season, things start to change. We'll see what teams are really going to be going for it for the playoffs and what teams are going to be mailing it in as well. So this is a huge turning point when you're talking about coming out the All-Star break. The first about 20-30 games, teams usually give it a go. If they don't, then they start to turn things down at the end of the season. All right, now David Peterson here for the New York Mets has been very strong at home. 2.11 ERA at home, 55 innings, 45 strikeouts for him. You want better strikeout numbers for him, but he's still getting solid outs. He's not giving up power. As you can see at home, 0.44 versus righties, 0 versus lefties, 8% walk rate. That's a little bit of a concern, and a 255 batting average, 1.31 whip. But I'm pretty confident on both sides here. I'm liking what I'm seeing with the xFIP at a 2.36 versus lefties and a 3.75 versus righties. So this game here, I think is going to be a close game. coming down to the wire, but I do think that the Mets eke out a win and avoid the sweep here. So our main play will be Mets on the money line. For the total, I am going to lean for the over 8 total runs in this one as well. I think some of these Mets backs finally wake up. They only scored 6 runs in 2 games. I think they wake up in this game here against the Reds and Andrew Abbott, and he has a poor performance. Okay, so give me the Mets on the money line. Secondary play over 8 total runs. In Lone Depot Park here, we have the Miami Marlins 46-51, going against the Kansas City Royals 47-52. Pitching matchup here: Chris Bubich 7-6 with a 2.48 ERA, going against Jansen Junk 4-1 with a 2.68 ERA. Looking at the current odds for this matchup right here, we have the Royals on the road -120 with the comeback of the Marlins at a +100. Total runs set at 8. All right, public bet percentage here: 61% of the bets, 84% of the money towards the Kansas City Royals. So sharps are heavily on the Royals. Total runs: 85% of the bets, 87% of the money towards the over 8 in the total. All right, so far this series it has been dominated by Miami, 8-7 and 3-1. This is another scenario where a team is avoiding a sweep. All right, sweeps don't usually happen. As well, Miami Marlins are coming in hot, 4-game winning streak, and that includes before the All-Star break and now after. Royals have been struggling, losing 4 out of their last 5 games. All right, so this pitching matchup here, if the Royals are going to have any shot of winning, it's got to be Chris Bubich as the starter. He has been outstanding this year at home and on the road. 2.13 ERA on the road, 57 strikeouts, 55 innings as well. If we're looking at his advanced numbers, low home run per 9, great strikeout rate versus righties here, 27%, 8% walk rate, a little bit high for righties, but low average and low whip as well. So love Chris Bubich in this spot here with that strikeout rate. Jansen Junk, they've been giving him more and more innings, and he's been very, very impressive this year. If we're looking at some of his last couple starts, we got 7 innings, no earned runs, 2 strikeouts versus Baltimore. Then against Cincy, 6 innings, no earned runs, 3 strikeouts. And then another solid start against Minnesota, 6 innings, 2 earned runs, and 7 strikeouts. And then against Atlanta, 5 innings, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts. He only had 1 blow up against the Giants. So this game looks more like a pitching duel. So definitely like the under 8 runs. It's up to you which one you like more. I ultimately think that the Royals get this win. If you feel more confident in the total, I would, like I said, looking at the stats here, I love the under 8. Secondary play will be Royals on the money line. All right. In Nationals Park here, we have the Washington Nationals 38-59 going up against the San Diego Padres 53-44. Pitching matchup in this one here: Nick Pivetta 9-2 with a 2.88 ERA, going up against Mackenzie Gore 4-8 with a 3.02 ERA. We got 2 aces here on the mound for the respective teams. This line is pretty tight here, but slightly leaning towards the Padres as -115 favorites, with the comeback of the Nationals at a -105. Total runs set at 8. Public bet percentage here, we have 80% of the bets, 93% of the money on the Padres. And for the total runs, 78% of the bets, 74% of the money towards the over 8 in the total. So far this series has, looks like it's going to get tied. 7-2. First game went to the Padres. The second game is looking like it's going to go to the Washington Nationals. We'll see. It's still enough time for the Padres to come back. But it would be a much needed win because the Nationals are on a long losing streak right about now. All right. So pitching matchup here: Nick Pivetta, one of the aces, or the ace of the San Diego Padres, 4.09 ERA on the road. Good strikeout numbers: 47 strikeouts, 44 innings. Looking at his advanced numbers, he's given up power to righties, 1.99 home run per 9. So that's going to be a little bit of where the Nationals have an avenue to score some runs. But majority of his lineup is lefty, and he has done very well versus lefties, Nick Pivetta, besides the 10% walk rate. So we just got to watch out for that. Other than that, Pivetta has been stellar this season. Mackenzie Gore, one of the studs here for the Nationals, 2.39 ERA at home, 58 strikeouts, 49 innings. That's what you want to see here. So we're looking at another potential pitching duel here between these two guys. But Mackenzie Gore is giving up too much power to lefties, 1.35 on 1 per 9. A low average and a low whip, so just watch out for the power. That's the only question mark. And he's giving up slightly more hits to righties. All right, so in this rubber match here, which it looks like it's going to be, I'm going to be leaning towards the better pitcher in this one. And to me, I think Nick Pivetta with that knuckle curve will give the Nationals some fits. And I do think that they come away with this win here. So main play is going to be Padres on the money line. Secondary play will be the under 8 on the total runs in this pitching duel. In Coors Field here, we have Colorado 23-74 going against Minnesota Twins 49-50. Pitching matchup in this one, we have Joe Ryan 9-4 with a 2.72 ERA. Going up against Herman Marquez 3-10 with a 5.57 ERA. Looking at the current odds for this matchup right here, we have the Twins as solidified road favorites, -235 with the comeback of the Rockies at a +195. Total runs set at 11. All right, public bet percentage here, 82% of the bets, 98% of the money on Minnesota. For the total runs, 59% of the bets, 64% of the money towards the over 11 in the total. Looking at the series so far, Colorado took the first one. Right now, the second game is tied at 3-3 in the middle of the fourth, so tons of runs still to come in this game. Already 6 runs, very impressive to see there. Both of these teams have been very up and down. So let's looking at this pitching matchup here. Joe Ryan is the ace of the Twins in this one. He's been outstanding this year, stepping up this season and emerging as the number one. 2.67 ERA on the road. He will be pitching in Coors, so we'll see how he fares in the Coors. It's different for every pitcher here, all right? But for the Colorado Rockies and Herman Marquez, he's been bad at home and on the road. It's the same scenario no matter where he goes. 5.03 ERA at home, 22 strikeouts in 39 innings. That is horrible. A 294 average that he's given up to batters as well. Looking at his advanced numbers, he's given up too much power to lefties. 1.77 home run per 9. Looking at the average as well, that is a 351 batting average, a 1.97 whip. So lefties are having a field day versus him. And then righties, not much power. The walk rate is low. But he still has a horrible xFIP at 4.49. So more regression is coming versus righties on top of his issue versus lefties. All right. So this game here, I'm looking for the Minnesota Twins to take control in this one with Joe Ryan. So give me the Twins on the money line as the main play. Secondary play will be Twins -1.5. In Citizens Bank Park here, we have the Philadelphia Phillies 56-42 going up against the LA Angels 48-50. Pitching matchup here, Jose Soriano 6-7 with 3.90 ERA. Going against Rangers Suarez 7-3 with a 2.15 ERA. Current odds for this matchup here, we have Phillies as home favorites -190 with the comeback of the Angels at a +155. Total runs set at 8.5. Public bet percentage here, we have 92% of the bets, 88% of the money all over Philadelphia. For the total runs, 76% of the bets, 75% of the money towards the over 8.5 in the total. All right, so far this is a split series. First one going to LA, second one going to Philly. And then this pitching matchup here, Jose Soriano has played a little bit better, much better on the road, 2.47 ERA. Bad strikeout numbers in 62 innings, only 42 strikeouts. 239 average. He is keeping the average low. He's not giving up home runs as well on the road. That could change, definitely. So you take that with a grain of salt here because he is very shaky here with his control. 88% walk rate to righties, 11 versus lefties as well. So definitely a spot where the Philadelphia bats can awaken. Plus, we have regression versus righties and lefties for Jose Soriano. All right, so Ranger Suarez has been outstanding this season here for the Philadelphia Phillies. Good last year, came on the scene between him and Christopher Sanchez, and now still strong at home here for the Phillies. 3.12 ERA at home, 34 innings, 34 strikeouts, 250 average. If we're looking at the advanced numbers here at home, we do got to watch out for some power versus lefties, 1.50, but a low average to righties and lefties. Solid numbers here, not much in the walk rate department as well. Better pitcher on the mound is Ranger Suarez, and I think in this rubber match here between the Philadelphia Phillies and the LA Angels, give me the Phillies on the money line to get this win here. We've had back-to-back games go over the total of 8.5. I think this one here is a spot where the under could hit. Under 8.5 is going to be the secondary play. All right, so that's going to be our breakdown for the Sunday slate on the MLB. Remember, if you to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure if you have any disagreements or you want to bring up anything, comment down below. Also, if you want to sign up for the Patreon, click on that link provided down below as well. Get connected. You're getting access to daily bets, future bets, and access to that group chat that goes off 24/7. This your boy, Chef D. I'll be back very soon, and peace out.